Hello, friends. For those of you watching right now, probably the replay. Hello, happy Monday. Welcome back to another December Daily Live. I'm going to get a couple of things situated here. I just finished up with my Monday coffee hour chit chat session, and I am unprepared. So I need to pull up my chat and get my stuff out that I'm going to need, which is not what I currently have here. We'll come back to that. All right, so we need my, where are you at? Emails to resolve. And December videos, and today is the 12th. Wow, today is the 12th. Wow. Okay, so that is coming up, so I'll be able to see comments and make sure we're live and, you know, all those fun things. This I'm going to put back in here. I've got some random stuff on my desk because I need to take a video. Oh, we are good. Let me make sure my volume is off. We're good. Yay. Hi. Hello, everybody. We are live. Yay. Okay, so put that back here and grab this one. How was everybody's weekend? How are you all doing? I'm going to move all of this off of my desk here and put it somewhere. And then we can get stuff out and get started. How was your weekend? Hi, Deb and Sue. Everybody. Today, let me see, what do I want to say? Oh, I do have a couple of things before we get started today on my layout. Number one, most importantly, is I am going to have to cancel the live that I have scheduled for Thursday this week. So Thursday this week, normally I would be live from 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That happens to be the exact same time as Isabella's school Christmas party. And I want to go and be there at her Christmas party. So I'm going to just cancel Thursdays. And then on the following Monday, we'll put together 2 layouts instead of just the one. Because Izzy's out of school that week, so I won't have to go and pick her up, so I can take a little bit more time on Monday than I normally would. So that's what we're going to do. I will put that in a post as an announcement also in Patreon, so everybody knows whether they're here or not. But I did want to go ahead and put that here for those of you watching now and anybody who catches the replay later, that Thursday we will not have a live because I'm going to go volunteer at the Christmas party. So that is probably the most important thing. What else? So I have my stories from the weekend are ready to go. So I've got, what is that, number 8 through number 11. Today we're going to be putting together story number 8, which is going to be about my book club meeting from last week. Not the Patreon book club, but my local book club. We met up on Thursday last week. That's my story for today. Oh, and if you are watching this on Monday, the 12th, I'm actually going to be on the Allie Edwards Design Inc. Instagram page tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time doing the Remember Story Chat. So if you are a subscriber to the story kits and you want some ideas for that Remember kit, or you just want to hear some people talk about stories and all that fun stuff, some like-minded people, then come on and join us. All right, I think that's all. So let's go ahead, go to desk view here and get started on today's layout. I'm going to adjust things real quick. It might be a little shaky, so you have your forewarning here as we get everything ready. Okay, bear with me for a moment. Yes, Millie, that's totally my plan, is I'm going to document the holiday party for Isabella's school in my December daily for sure. Okay. Also, I don't remember if I was talking about it on here, on the live here last week or not. I don't remember where I mentioned it, but I talked about how I wanted to take photos of my house, the way it's decorated, and I wanted to do a video walkthrough of my house for a story. I didn't end up doing that over the weekend, but I did do a quick cleanup and put away and all of that. Filmed it all this morning, and so that's going to be my story for today, for the 12th, will be my home decor. I'm really excited to look at what I, the photos I took and the video I took and try to compile it into something that looks good. We'll see. We'll see. Wish me luck on that. Okay, so here is the concept for today's story, and I suppose in order to understand completely, let me pull over my album so we can look at the last one in here to see what this goes on the back of. So my last story in here, number whatever it was, 7, had a full page photo and this tag, right, that I put on an attacher. And I used originally this tag right here, which I've now added my journaling into. I used this as a template for the tag part here. So now I can stamp my titles and everything on here, and then I can adhere this on the back side, and it will be it'll be part of the story. So I'm going to have my tag here, and then I've pulled out this vellum that I'm going to put on the opposite side. So this is going to be the layout. Let's put this back here, and then we can get going. So the journaling prompt I had this time is when we are together, and my design prompt is stamping. So I knew I wanted to use some stamping, and I was actually really happy with the when we are together prompt because that's kind of perfect for our book club. A perfect way to document our book club is talking about, when we are together, the 4 of us, we blah, blah, blah. And that's what I did here. So all of my journaling on my tag starts with we, and then I finish it with a sentence of whatever it is that we do when we are together. I left enough room on here to add some number stamps. So I'm going to stamp 1 through 10 using the Carrie Bradford Studio Coastline. And does this have a size? No, I think it's just the regular, because Carrie Bradford Studio does... she does alphabets and numbers and, words where you can get them in a small and usually like a medium and a large and an extra large. So you can have a scale of the different alphas. This one must be like medium because it doesn't technically have a size on it, but I'm pretty sure you can get this one in bigger sizes too. So I'm going to use this to stamp 1 through 10 next to my journaling here. And then the top part, I want to use the variety alphabet from the December Daily Collection this year to stamp out when we are together. And then that will be basically where all my stamping is going to go. So that's going to be that side, which is a little bit more labor intensive. Then for the right side, I am going to use the vellum as my main foundation. And then I've got a couple of different frames. I think Allie did a page. And the reason I saw, so Kasha did a page, Kasha Gage, that I think was a scrap lift of a page Allie did, which was using this, and there were 2 of the exact same size rectangles. Just pretend that's the same, or squares. So there were 2 squares on the front, and then you flipped it over, and 2 squares on the back. I decided that I wanted to have more opportunity to add words and journaling and all of that fun stuff. So I'm actually going to use 3 different sized squares, rectangles, kind of all the same, right? And we're going to create a little bit of a collage on the vellum here. I have a photo that will go inside each of these squares, and then I will write out my number on top of that for the number of story. So it's going to be a departure from the trend of using the circle frames to create the number 8. I love that look. But it didn't make sense for this story. So we're just going to be doing something different. Plus, I secretly want to hold on to those circle frames so I can use them in a collage. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then these are next. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about. Back on the bus. Mallory, you said you were at a cheerleaders field trip today. Yep, I didn't know. So Mallory, are you a cheerleader coach? I don't think I knew that. If you are, that's really cool. You went to your sister thinks that you went to the recital just to get pictures. That's really funny. You're like, I will not affirm or deny my purpose. Okay. So there's photos for the frames. I probably should have cropped them a little bit bigger, but you know, we can still make it work. It'll be fine. All right. You're so sad you didn't get this vellum. It is a really pretty, I like this vellum a lot. However, you could create something like this yourself. Like you could take a piece of vellum and if you have any washi tape that has the peppermint stripe, essentially, right? Like Christmas stripe, you could just put washi around the outside of it instead. That could totally work. Or you could use a piece of pattern paper around the outside and recreate it. There are ways. There are ways, Mallory. All right, so I think what I want to do here is we've got the photo. I need to figure out adding the frame on top. And go like that and that. This one's really super thin, so I just want to be kind of careful. All right. So I'm going to pull this down here. I might get my head in the way. We'll see if I can manage to not. Okay. So we got that. And then I didn't quite get it on there straight, but it'll be okay. Okay, so that's going to be photo in frame 1. All right, so for a club, that's super cool, Mallory. Hello, everybody. I see a couple more, Danae and Cindy and Liz. Hello, everyone. Jessica, welcome. For those of you who are just coming in, tell me, how was your weekend? What did you get up to this weekend? Anything fun and festive, or just some days at home relaxing? We had a very relaxing weekend, as you're about to find out. Well, you won't find out totally today, but I'm sure you will find out when you see that my pictures, aside from cookie making, I made a bunch of cookies on whatever day that was, Saturday, but otherwise we had a very boring weekend. Relaxing. It wasn't boring. It was relaxing. I did binge watch a couple of movies. So, you know, relaxing. Also, Amber, so I see your question about 10 by 8 size. I am liking the 10 by 8 size. I feel like it is possible that I might be able to contain myself to one album. Maybe. We'll see. It would be really nice if I could. So far, I don't feel like I've had too much bulk in my album. which could be a result of the larger size. Oh no, it's not quite. That's better. Okay. Could be a result of the larger size, or it could just be that I'm delusional and, you know, I will need more space. We'll find out. But I like the 10 by 8. It's been fun to have a different size to work with. I know next year, my plan for my everyday type of storytelling, project life, all of that is to go in a 6 by 8. So I like being able to play with a size that's not a 6 by 8 before I start a project that's primarily that size. It gives me kind of a break from it before jumping into that size again. So I feel like that was a right decision to make, because it's possible I would have been bored by it by the time January rolled around. But I like adding different sizes of things into the album. That's been pretty fun. Being able to use 6 by 8, 4 by 8, 10 by 8, you know, random sizes in between. Ooh, let's throw that away and that away. So, to answer your question, I like it. I like the 10 by 8 quite a lot. Okay, so this part is going to be fairly easy. It's just going to be figuring out where to place these all so that we are somewhat evenly spaced. And I'm purposefully leaving a bit more space up here because I'm going to spell out the word 8 for story number 8. I think this is probably good. I think that's probably good. So I'm going to use some score tape on these to get them on the vellum, just so it has a bit of a stronger hold than my roller tape does. So we'll do that. The most complicated part of this layout is going to be the stamping, only because the word together is, I'm going to have to squish it together. So it's going to take a little bit of finesse to get the whole word onto the tag. Otherwise, this layout is very simple and easy and quick, which is nice. Very scrap liftable. Come on now. Which is good. You gotta have, we don't have to have some simple stories, but you know, having simple stories can be a very good thing. Now, what did I do with my tweezers? Did I put them back here? Bet you I did. Yes. Okay, tweezers. All right, so hopefully this is straight. I think like right here. Okay, I can adjust it there and eyeball it. I think we're good. We're gonna say that we are. Okay, so there's 1, 2, and because this is vellum, you will see these frames on the back side. So my story for day 9, or not day 9, but you know what I mean, story number 9, which will be on the back side, will include another set of frames, but I'm going to use them a little bit differently. So these ones have photos in them. The ones tomorrow, or that you're going to see tomorrow, right? One of them will have journaling, one of them will have a photo, and one of them will be a shaker pocket, because that is my design thingy for story 9. Okay, so all right. I think maybe like right there. Sure, looks good. So book club. Let me talk a little bit about book club, what I'm documenting here. Every month, my local book club, which you guys, if you have been to any of our Patreon book clubs, you know all the participants. It is me and my sister-in-law Caitlin, my sister Haley, and our friend Sarah, who I've decided I'm just going to call her my sister too, so we can just all be sisters, because it feels unfair that she's not when she practically is. So, it is the 4 of us. Come on now. I'm trying to get this backing off, and it is just not cooperating. Okay, let's do it that way. There we go. Anyway, so it's the 4 of us. We meet up once a month after reading whatever book we read, and we read a lot of really different books. Anything from nonfiction books about topics that we're interested in to we've read a couple of mangas. We read a horror manga this year. We've read comics before. We've read like contemporary fiction and ones that are a little bit more popular. We've done those. We've read some folk books. What else would be really kind of different? I don't know. It's a fun time because we allow whatever we want. And the way that it works is whoever is hosting, we rotate. Whoever hosts picks the book, supplies the food, so the snacks and the drinks, and has it either at their house or at a place of their choosing. So this time around, Caitlin was the person who picked the book. We read the book, and I actually, full disclosure, haven't even finished the book that we read. I'm still planning to, but I haven't finished it. I don't know, something about it. It's not that it's a bad book. It's just not like riveting. So I don't feel like, oh, I must read this book right now in order to find out what happens. So, it's a little tough for me to finish this month because of that. So, anyway, we read the book, and then we met up because the book that we're reading, it's called A Dirty Job. And it's about a man who becomes like, what does he call himself? He becomes a merchant of death. So somebody who goes and collects souls from people who die. But it's written in a way that's filled with humor. That's the author. This is the 3rd book that we've read by the author, and we love him because he puts a lot of humor into his books. This one supposedly is the least favorite of all the books we've read by him. I'll be able to tell more once I actually finish it. E-I-G. But where do I want to put you? Maybe like right here. But we met up at a restaurant in Fenton called the Fenton Hotel, which is notoriously haunted. And that felt very appropriate because we're reading a book about like death and souls and stuff. So that's where we were at when we got our pictures. We had our hostess or our waitress take pictures for us. I'm going to place these on here, but not super press them down until I like the positioning. I just want to make sure that we are kind of centered. Kind of. E-I-G-H and a T. And then I'll just need to decide if I want to put anything else on this side or not. Or if I want to just leave it. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty darn close. E-I-G-H-T. That is the correct spelling. Sometimes I gotta double check myself. The G looks straight. The H is definitely not straight. I think that's better. T needs to line up here. Okay, I think is okay. All right, let me look at this again. I mean, I think we're pretty darn close. This one feels like scoochy a little bit over and scoochy a little bit down. Now? Okay, good enough. Good enough. Now, do I want to put anything else over here? I might think on that after I get the tag done. So I might pull those stickers back over here and put something on there. So let's put that over here to the top. And then we're going to work on this tag. So I think I'll do my title first, and then we'll stamp the numbers. All right. Ooh, okay, I need to go back. I've missed many, many things. Holy cow, I've missed so many things. Okay, Emma, you spent your weekend sorting and cleaning and getting rid of items pre-Christmas. Ooh, that's a really good thing to do, especially when you're about to bring a bunch of stuff into the house. It's nice to preempt that with getting things out of the house. Christmas things for Mallory. Cindy, you went to a light show in your park and took photos with Santa. Heard your grandson's first piano recital and they played Jingle Bells. That's so cute. That's so cute. Judy, oh, we're sick. Oh no. Judy, I hope that you feel better. I feel like this winter has been a very sick winter for many people. Like, it's just been tough. C, H, E, and R. So I'm going to grab all these out so I can kind of get situated here with them. Danielle, the neighborhood your grandma lives in has a man-made lake. Boat parade on Sunday nights. You took your kids. That's fun. Let's see. Parents brought your niece and nephew to watch it. That's super sweet that you guys got to go and see that with, or, you know, that your niece and nephew went to hang out with your grandma. Danae, recovering from a minor injury to your foot. All is well. I'm glad things are okay, Danae, and hopefully your recovery will be really quick. Quicker than projected. That's what I'm going to hope for you. Yes. All right. A couple of you guys thinking about doing 10 by 8. Huh. Mallory, Under the Whispering Door is the only one that you didn't finish. I'm proud of you too. I am proud of you too that you have kept up on all of them. I will say, so the next book club book that we're discussing this Thursday is called The Christmas Bookshop, and it was so cute. I really liked that book. Like, it was so, I don't know, it just felt warm and cozy. Okay, T-O-G-E-T-8, wait, guys, T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. Okay, so there are 8 letters. Okay, what I want to do, we're gonna make an attempt here. Ugh. Okay, so you are 4 inches. So I'm gonna put like a little mark in pencil on the 2-inch, so I know roughly where the middle of this tag is. So T-O-G-E. So it's the E and the T are what's in the middle, right? T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. No, E, T, yes. H-E-R, yes, the E and the T. Okay, all right, so this spread is all red and black. So I'm going to continue that trend, and I'm going to use, ooh, I could use metallic gold, but I think I just want to use red. I think I'll do red. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And hopefully this looks good because I do not have any more. I don't have any other options. I have no backup. Okay, so T-E. I do have to squeeze these together. So I think what I'm going to do is do the E and the T, and then the T and the R, and then fill in the ones that go in the middle. I think that's how I'll handle this. So T-O-G, I apologize for my big head being in the way. H-E-R. Okay, so then I'm going to do the T. Squishing it together. And the T over here. Because then I need to fit an O and a G in there. I think I can. And then the R. I did place these out the other day just to kind of judge if I could make it work. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can. You know, like you stick them all together, you're like, well, they're kind of overlapped, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh yeah, this is totally doable. Yes. Okay, T, O. And G. And hopefully I spelled this right. I did right. T-O-G. That's not it. Oh, wait, it's right here. T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R. Do you ever, like, spell a word and eventually the word just feels like it's wrong? You're like, I must be wrong. You know? I feel like that all the time. Like, eventually where I'm like, oh, no, I'm fairly certain I have spelled this wrong. But it's not. It's right. G-E-T-H-E and an R. Well, E, and then we did it. Yay. Okay, so when we are together, oops, I put that one a little low. Oh well, it's okay. They all fit on there, that's what matters. Okay, so, and then I want to use the smaller font, and I'm going to do black. To stamp out the rest of this. So it is W-H-E-N space W-E space A-R-E. So there is 11. So then W-H-E-N space W-E. So E is what needs to be in the middle. Right? No. No. W-H-E-N space W-E space A-R-E. Yes, 11. W-H-E-N space W. W goes in the middle. There you are, W. I can still see that little pencil mark I made earlier. So I'm just going to use that to put that there. So that's we. I need the N. The E, W-H-E-N. Okay, I need that again. H. And the other W. Oh. I probably should have put this. Oh well. I'm like, it probably could have been spaced a little bit more. Because now, I'll just put a lot of room here. I think I'm also smearing my red. Oh well. You can't really tell. It's fine. We are A-R-E. Yeah, I totally did that. Whoops. Well, maybe I can take my sand eraser, and I can maybe erase some of that ink. We could try it when we are together. All right. Oh, and yeah, I don't need this anymore. Okay, so somewhere around here in the abyss of my supplies, I have a sand eraser. The question is, where are you? Maybe in this cup. Yes. Yes, you are. Let's see if this can fix my little faux pas here. Not really. No, if anything, that probably makes it worse. Okay, so no, we're just going to leave that. It is fine. Okay, so now I want to do numbers 1 through 10. Do you guys think I should stamp 1 through 10 in gold ink? Or should I keep it in black? I also need some ribbon or something to put up there. Oh, I have this one. This is actually would work really nicely. I think. I should see what's on the opposite side. But I kind of like that for a ribbon. And yes, it'll be fine for the opposite side too. So I think that'll be my ribbon. So I get a touch of gold there. Do I want to stamp in gold? Another thing I was thinking about for this is pulling out some of my gold stars, which I don't know if I have them in here. Or if I have them in, no, they're not in here. Okay, so they're just in my regular sticker stash. So let's find them. Here we go. So I was thinking about adding some of these on here as well, potentially. I kind of like them next to the number. Ooh, I kind of like that. And then I could do one like down here. And I could do one, I kind of like those. Okay. We don't use enough gold. Okay, I'll do gold. I'll do gold. So let's do the gold ink. Because yeah, I don't use enough gold either. This can be for the numbers. Okay. Nope, I need a 1. Where's the 1? So when it came to doing my writing, I decided to handwrite it, which I do. I feel like every other story-ish, I handwrite my journaling just because it's faster. But I especially like it on things like these tags. So I placed the stamp, I'll give you an example. I placed the stamp where I wanted it to go. And then, which I think I actually, yeah, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So I placed it where I want it to go. And then I drew myself some lines where I could handwrite on top of that, because I do find that I need some kind of structure for adding my text into a space. I can't just freehand write in a straight line. It is impossible for me. So drawing the lines really did help. Okay, so there's 1. I'm going to need this again. I thought about going ahead and stamping it down here, but then I would smear it because, you know, it happens. But that's okay. That just, it lets us know that things are homemade, right? 2. All right. 3. Let me see. First time reading. Oh, wait. Let me see you all. Deb, I'm laughing at you couldn't keep up with the British accent you were hearing in your head as you read, so you decided to listen instead. I've heard a lot of people say that it's really a cool experience to read and listen to a book at the exact same time. I know my sister does that all the time. I have not. Maybe I should give it a try. Because then you get to hear all the accents and stuff too, which is fun, you know? My husband a catch. Hi, Sarah. All right, so carrying on. This again, I'm going to need again because the 6 becomes the 9. Have any of you read any good, like, holiday themed books this month? Any that you would recommend? Seven. I'm glad you guys said to go with the gold because it's really pretty. 8. Nine, and then 10. Then I can decide where I want to put stars on the other page while it dries. It's 10. So also, because I laid out all the stamps first, you can kind of tell that 10, the line is shorter for my journaling because I knew there was going to be the 2 numbers. So I wanted to leave enough space to put both of them, the 1 and the 0. And therefore it's a little bit less. Okay, so here we go. Again, those are the Coastline alphabet from Carrie Bradford's studio. Okay, so that is my stamping donezo. Now it's just a matter of deciding where else I want some gold accents here. I definitely like these cute little stars flanking my word 8. Can you like right there? That's super cute. And then kind of want another one down here. What would this look like? What if I put, it might be too much. That is too much, yes. Yes. Okay, but I could. Yeah, not you. This is going to be in here. Well, I should probably put it that way. Honestly, I probably just need, like, if I'm going to do one, then I probably need one on all of the pictures for it to make sense. because it would be weird to have two of them. So I guess we're gonna go for that. What I'll do is maybe put them like that. Maybe leave this one. I don't know. It's a lot, but that's okay. I'll just go a little extra. Okay, so putting this into the album. Let's put that in there, put this one, and then this goes onto the back of this other tag. So which I think I will go ahead and do. So I'm going to grab, once again, that score tape that we used earlier, just so we get that nice strong hold. Okay. Take these off. It is so dark. Friends, I'm so sorry about how dark it's been lately. I wish I could control the weather and then I would just make it sunny all the time. Or at least like overcast where you could still see the sunlight. That is my preferred lighting situation. But it has been dark and cloudy here for, it feels like, forever. Okay, so I think what I want to do here, is any of this, no. Just in case it is at all still wet, we're going to press it on this way. Are you still wet at all? No, you seem okay. Okay, and then this, I'll have to decide, like, do I want to, how do I want to attach this? Like, do I want to just put it through? I think maybe I do without a knot. I could staple it right here, trim off some of the pieces, and then we get that little bit of color on both sides. I think I'm going to do that. So, tiny attacher time. And we're going to bring this up. Yes. I wish I had 3 hands sometimes. That would make this a little easier. Okay, so I think maybe that. Like, am I situated okay? Okay. Finesse. It's all about the finesse. Okay, you, I want more this way. You, I want more that way. Okay, we're just doing it. All right, actually that worked out good. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my Tim Holtz scissors so I can cut these on an angle. And an angle there. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then that pops right into here. And I've got story number 8 in the books, which means story number 9 for tomorrow. We're going to work on that one tomorrow. We'll go on the back side of this, and I will have the things that will cover up the rectangles on the back. And I also am glad that that is kind of faded because I have something to put over it. That's the word 8. I have something to put over it, but I was worried that it would come through a little bit more than that. So yay. Yay, that'll make things look even better. Okay, so I'll read you my journaling for this one, and then we can call it a day. And then actually, then I'll see what else you guys are talking about so I can make sure there's nothing I haven't acknowledged, and then we will call it a day. So let's push that out of the way and push this all out of the way. Doop, doop. Like that. Okay. I really like the simplicity of this, I will say that. I just like that it's really super clean. Okay, so now that I have cleared off my space, as you guys know, I need that. I can't have chaos. Okay, when we are together, I said, when we are together, we read some of the most interesting books. We share stories of our lives with each other. We laugh and laugh and laugh the day away. We indulge in the best snacks and drinks. We dress to impress, unless we feel lazy. We talk about everything happening in the world. We share our passions, art, stories, comics. We offer words of support and encouragement. We give each other hugs and lots of compliments. And we always stay longer than intended, which is so true. We start our book club meetings at 7, and it would not be unusual for us to leave each other's houses at like 1 in the morning. We always stay so much later than we mean to, but it's all because, it's just one of those things where you just feel super connected to people and you get talking, and the next thing you know, it's been 5 hours. That's how it goes, right? So super simple. When we are together, story number 8 is now completed. All right, so let me see what else you guys are all talking about here, and then we'll head on out of here. So, all right, where were we at? So, right, Audible. Here's all the Audible stuff. Yeah, so many general words start to look wrong after a while. Yes. Amber, I do that same thing too, where I have to Google them. I'm like, this is the correct spelling, right? Let's see here. Oh, and Emma, you made a centerpiece with your mom for your table. That's so cute. You should share a picture of it. I want to see what you made. Share it on our Facebook group. Okay. Deb, you read In a Holidays. Okay, I read that one last year, and it was really cute. And The Holiday Swap sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've read that one or not. I'm gonna have to look that up. Etienne, you read Written in the Stars, which takes place about this time. Okay, I have definitely not read that one yet. Merry Little Meet Cute. That sounds cute. Yes, I love them. They're so cute and cozy. They're like Hallmark. So apparently I like Hallmark books, like Hallmark Christmassy books, but I don't like Hallmark Christmassy Halloween books. Although I keep saying that, but I do really need to read one more just to make sure that that is true. Etienne, you have to finish a layout and take photos, and there's no way it's happening today because it's already so dark. Yes, I need to take a flat lay photo of some stuff, but it's so dark I might need to wait until tomorrow. Crazy. Okay, Sarah, you were asking about One Little Word. It's your first year. Yay, congratulations, and welcome to One Little Word. Yay. It's an awesome class. And I really hope you're going to get a lot out of it. Tammy, you're going to do it, but you haven't picked your word yet. Jessica, you haven't done it in a few years, but you're going to this year. Yes, it'll be so good. Oh, And Sarah, you have no idea what to expect. You have a word in mind. You're not trying to overthink it. That's difficult. The only thing to expect with one little word is once you have your word chosen, you are going to just revisit it, right? So I don't know. It's hard to say like what to expect with the project. You're going to have a lot of content coming at you. That is going to be a thing. And I suppose if there's one piece of advice I can give you going into 2023, one little word, it's to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So if you are somebody who likes to listen and absorb information that way, and you love checking in on the mid-month content, or I guess we're calling it the mid-month response from all of the instructors, if that sort of thing helps you to keep your word in your mindset in the way that you're living, then do that. If it feels like too much and or you start to feel overwhelmed or behind or anything like that, then you can just skip all that stuff. You do not have to watch it. You could go in and just watch the lesson, the prompt lesson, and just think about it. You don't even have to do the prompt. I guess just allow yourself to do what feels right in the different months because it's a year-long project. So some months you're going to feel really motivated. Other months you're going to feel overwhelmed. Some months you're going to feel excited about your word. Other months you might hate your word. Like you just gotta go with the flow, do what feels right, and engage in the community or in the classroom in the way that feels best to you. As an instructor for the class, it is our job to provide you with different types of content, whether that is through our prompts, through our responses that we put out, through maybe messages or something that we might put on the Facebook group. I don't know if they're taking away the Monday messages, but we also are considering putting in just one like mid-month email message. I don't know. That decision hasn't been made yet. But yeah, you just take what you need, leave the rest. And don't feel guilty if you don't do a prompt. It's okay. It's totally okay. So that's what I would say for your expectations. Just go in and expect that you're going to show up for you in the way that you need to show up for you. Oh, Kate. Yes. Yeah. Well, awesome. Come and join me. And I guess like if you want to hang out with all of us once a month, that's a good way to hang out with us too. Oh, and the Zoom calls too. I forgot about the Zoom calls, that those are kind of like, so there's the prompts, which encourage you to engage with your word each month in a very directed way. There are oftentimes crafty things. So if you create the album, there's like the hands-on crafty thing, your crafty aspect of the project, a very physical aspect of the project. If you just listen to the people talk about their experiences, that's a very auditory way of taking in information, whether or not you do anything with it. And then there's also the one little word Zoom conversations, which can be a couple of different things. They can be another way to just listen in and take in information via, auditory, whatever, through hearing, through listening. Or there's also opportunities to participate. So sometimes that can serve as a way to have conversation, because conversation is another way that we can learn about ourselves and about each other, is through talking to other people about it. So lots of different ways to engage in the project. It's just, what type of content, what type of prompts or learning style best fits you, and go to those things first. All right, friends, so this is story 8. Tomorrow, we're going to be live here again at 1 p.m. Eastern time until around 3-ish when I have to go pick up Izzy, which is like now. So we're going to work on stories number 9 and 10 tomorrow. So we'll get those 2 done, which I'm very excited. Very excited about those. One of them is featuring shaker pockets, and the other one is a repeating shape, which I chose circles to do a layout that has lots of circles in it because I love circles. So, all right, so I will see you back here then. I'm gonna try to take some pictures of this layout, but I might also wait until tomorrow when my lighting is a little better. We'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your Monday. We are officially halfway through, well, halfway to Christmas, not through December, halfway to Christmas. So yay for that. I'll see you back here tomorrow, friends. Bye, everyone.